Hello and welcome back to DaC for Northern Naodline. As you can see, I've still got my janky mouse, which I will be having for the next few parts because, you know, gotta record this all at once. Okay, finally we zoom back out again. Why did I choose the plus button? So, after my 5 minutes of deliberation on what I should do next, I noticed even though we saw a glimmer of hope in taking Ostinethiel, and then we moved to Arnor, the Angmarim started moving down to Fenas Drunin, in which I already rallied the troops to defend it. But I never saw, behind the light of hope, it was all just a marred shadow. Captain Flourish is moving up to has already moved up to Coloniac, and it's likely within 1 or 2 turns he will have it. And Maluiven's Rest is likely his next target. They already have the Downs as well, which is very, very displeasing. And Cardolan. They have all of the regions other than the Shire itself. This is not good. Dunland has already moved out very far, and Bree is still dealing with nothing but rebels. I have to aid them. I must do something. I cannot leave my friends to die at the hands of nothing but rebels. Yes. And I cannot let the elves fight these orcs alone yet. Angmar will wait. After all, they've waited these many years. They can't attack Anuminas, they can only attack us at Ossul. And I see no troops near Ossul as of yet. I'll have Captain Nemir hold the gate. Hold the bridge. And Aragorn going in for the kill. And already I see regret. Nothing but goblins. Not a single weak troop here. No snagger. All goblins. We defeat this kind of army. Yeah, Anon Enrod was always out of our reach. We can be smart, clever. No matter how smart or clever or tactical we can be, if we don't have the numbers to fight back against the goblins, then we can't fight. This will be the last battle against the goblins for now. I want their burning hatred to fuel them. So if they do come back to attack us, they won't be ready for it. Sorry, my voice died a bit there. Went a few decibels lower than it should have. They have got a good few archers, so we might want to spread out a bit. They have no cavalry, so I have no need to worry about putting my infantry in the front. My cavalry are going to sit on the side and wait until the archers are free to attack. They're on the hill, but they run. Like the cowardly dogs they are, giving open important positioning. Foolishness. The reason they lose is because they don't have leadership. As they always do. They never have the ambition to actually to use their leaders to fight instead of just defending lands. And indeed they lost quite a few captains already to my command. And now this technically elite force compared to Snaga is going to die to our superior might and leadership. With Aragorn we cannot lose. That is an irrefutable fact. At least one I like to believe. Against these kinds of numbers, it's not likely we stand much of a chance. Over 2,000 goblins, all at the ready. Bloodthirsty, striking out from Anon Enerod. These indeed will be a terrible foe. But if we defeat them, we give Imlargers the reprieve they need to build up their true defence and actually defeat the goblins on their own. They won't need us anymore. I can only hope Dunland doesn't make this terrible mistake of thinking they can strike against all of us. Because they've come against the elves, they come against me. And I'm a foe they do not want. Goblin band is on the move. Is on the move. Strike those goblin infantry in the back. Why aren't you shooting, men? They won't wait for you. Where are their archers? On the side, of course. Dunedain, strike those archers. There's infantry furthest away from the Cardellani. One good strike from 253 to 203. 50 kills in one strike. And they still can run to tell the tale. Those are the kind of charges we need. And not a single casualty either. These men have already grown quite a bit from the last battle. These goblins are not prepared. And they will die to us.
Stand! Men of the West!
The second they get close, I send in the infantry. But until then, I hold my ground. I need to hope the Cardellani are enough to hold them back. Damn it. Okay, pause. Because I need to do a lot of things all at once here. Okay, charge in. Charge in. Charge in. Which one is striking at the unit there? You strike at those you strike at those archers. Woolen Hunters, you keep striking at the infantry coming towards you. The Dunedain, our front line, will do the rest. Come on. Come on. Come on. A little bit further. Yes. Yes. We defended. I've already split up their forces. The Goblin Band. Spears were made stronger in the last patch. So I should now be getting my Cardellani to strike at those archers. And even though you may be in combat, Woolen Hunters, I believe you'll thrive here. If you clash into them. And then wait for the aid of the Cardellani. Oh, they're clashing really hard onto them. Ah, bloody mouse. Yes, let me actually sort this crap out. Okay. Dunedain. Clash back together. And come around the come around the hillside. Don't attract the attention of the goblins. They won't notice you until it's too late. Strike into the back line of those goblins. And then watch the routing ensue. And what is that about not going into the infantry line that I just say that you didn't do? Ugh, I hate it when the AI thinks, okay, so we're no longer following the path we're going. We're going to follow one part of the path and then go around wherever the hell we want to get to the end goal. That's how you die. I know you can't understand that because you can't feel death, but at least pretend you can. Ugh, jeez, that... It happens every time, and it pisses me off. And there we go, the routing has ensued. Dunedain, stop shooting and charge them down. Woolen Hunters keep charging at the routing. No, they're all routing now, okay. All we need to do now is let the Cardellani do the rest. Yeah, this battle was not going to be without its losses, and I think here is where we need to retreat back to our capital to heal. Because if we don't, there's not only we're not going to take Arnor Enerod, we could lose our general. I won't lose Aragorn yet. He still has much work to do. So I think this part is going to be mainly two major battles. Firstly, this battle. Battle of the Gladden Pass, or whatever it's actually called. Yeah, yeah, we lost 160 though. Sugarcoat it as much as you want. This was no victory. Our woolen hunters are already down to half of what they were when they first moved out. In fact, not even a third of what's left of what we sent out to begin with. We need to recoup at Fenash Druinin and then send all of our troops out to Canath Bryn. Take that, and then if the Anduin ever get to take Goblin Town, then we stand a good chance of victory against the Orcs forever. And Angmar, of course. But the Goblins are our main foe here. Dunland is still the unknown. The known unknown. I know what they're capable of. I don't know what they'll do. Although I really wish I would. I know they're about to take Koloniak, which is the region to our southwest from Tirthuin, or as it's now called, Miluiven's Rest. Illuminas is still beset with the Angmarim on the bridge, blocking us from our fort, and so our path into Fornost. But we have struck a major blow against the Orcs. Surely you must see our war is now folly. Exactly. But I cannot ask for peace. We have also suffered as much as you have suffered, Orcs. And you brought upon yourself. The elves now acknowledge our presence and have come to join us, the Boquendi. They're expensive as hell, but trust me, they'll be worth it. Plus, we need expensive as hell units to reassure me that they're actually good. I hope. Hope it's worth it. Anyway, I have one more job to do now before the end of this part. With all the Brelanders at my side, we fight Captain Theon, and all the Brelanders will move south to start fighting back against the terrors of our enemy. Arafor, Captain Amlaith, Teddy, Bobby, Rube, and Herb against an army of bandits and a general of Sauerline mercenaries. I don't need to know what my ally has. All I need to know is, will they fight? Because without any true front line, we don't stand a chance for long against bandits that have been buffed. It's the last time I've had to face a lot of bandits, which actually wasn't long ago. Actually, it was the Battle of Numinas, but it wasn't on a scale like this. We only fought like 3 units, and like Lumbermen, Wooden Hunters. Here they are nothing but them. And luckily they have no cavalry, so while my enemy's getting surrounded, and as we start shooting them down, my ally can do the rest. Already they flee like the whipped dogs they are. Charge after them. The Sauerline mercenaries was their main unit. Kill them, cut off the head, and the body will wither. Seems we've rattled the cage. Now bring forth the beast.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favor.
Of course it's swinging in our favour. I'm the one controlling all of the... I'm the one in control here. I always am. It's best you run now, Cardellani. Run to the shelter of our allies. Excellent. Our ally will suffer heavy casualties from this battle. There's no denying that. But unlike them, they can very quickly recoup. Our troops are not as expendable as theirs, is what I'm trying to say, which is very true. Our ally has already lost one captain. Their forces are likely to flee. Can only hope there's enough of the remaining. The Sauerline mercs are still alive. Kill them all. Another general killed. There's no true victory in killing nothing but bandits.
The enemy are badly blooded.
But if it means it helps my ally, that's all I need. Another ally dead. Another one. They're all dead, I think. No, one more remains. Make sure to commemorate their names before the end. To say thank you for your aid. Those mercs need to die. Get back here, you cowards, and fight!
Our allies have fled the field like cowards.
They run. They don't have the courage of the Dunedain. They are, after all, free people. Well, they aren't Numenor. They do not have Numenorian blood, but it's not blood that makes them strong. These men fought hard and died honourably, and they will be remembered. Captain Teddy, Captain Amlath, Captain Herb, and Captain Rue. That sound annoys me. You all fought well. Allow me to take it from here. Halt. I said, why is my left click not working when I want it to? Fuck off. Fine, go in then. Die, why don't you? We're against Naodline mercenaries. Good luck killing them.
Our men have slain the enemy general.
Ugh.
Him, his troops will lose.
Says my left mouse has stopped working. The bandit leader's dead. They won't let. Yep, already fleeing. Like the cowards they are. And yes, Captain Bobby still lives.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down. This is a
I commemorate this place. No, I don't. It's not my. It is not my right to name a battlefield that belongs to my ally. They won the true victory here, but they sacrificed the most. We only cleaned up what was left. Killed a couple few, yes. But they were the ones that deserved the honourable victory here. Because again, it wasn't our men that died this day. At least not many. And they lost 4 honourable captains that will be remembered. And the stories to tell in the future. And I'm sure the Council Master Barleyman will sing songs of them for long days. Now the mercantile threat is gone from Breland. They are free. And surely they'll accept the offer that we give them soon, one day.
an honourable, glorious victory.
If the others cannot go back in yet, at least Arathor can. Oh! And this is why they're that good, because they cost 1,000, or all of them together cost over 1,000 nearly. Well, it cost over 1,000. Yep. Well, Aragorn's moving back to Fen Astrunen to heal.
We shall continue, my lord.
Nymir's standing here, so we know if the Angmar have not yet fled, they'll attack him. It's best on the bridge they stay. Here we go. I'm not ending this part yet, because there's still a few things left to do. Like actually sending my diplomat up to the Anduin Vale, like that quest I was told to do. I'm just going to cheat my diplomat there. I should have moved him ages ago. I don't know why he's still there. That's my fault. But again, the one thing I don't care about cheating with, and I'm sure no one will care either, is that I move my diplomat around. Because I mean, not every other, but most Total War games don't require diplomats. They just take them instantly. Wow, people keep going in and dying there. Are they still trying to attack us, even though we're not even neighbours anymore? Deplorable. Damn throat. Dolomoth expands? Oh yeah, this is part 5.
As you command,
I have the right to
honour,
view my enemy.
honourable, glorious victory.
Let's go through this way. can get another spy. Let's do so. And now let's shoot over the diplomat.
Your orders.
And then before we end it, I keep saying before we end it, let's first actually take our diplomat. Move Pillamore 272. 392.
My lord.
Go to Meifelberg. Hello, Grimbeorn.
It's very well.
I was wanting an alliance. I will pay you 1,000 since you seem to be bankrupt.
How could we refuse such and have another worthy?
Indeed, how could you refuse such a generous
This
offer?
proposal is
Of
little
course.
interest.
My gold is your gold.
Thank you. An honor and a pleasure.
Not only did I make a very lasting alliance with the Anduin Vale, but I've now have a perfect relationship with them.
Without question. Yes.
Meluiven's Rest has a smoking house, which is why I could get the new spy. No, I don't want the Dunedain encampment. Not enough public order, not enough culture yet. Dunedain scouts. It's unbefitting of you to remain in a place like Ossul, when the battlefield calls. Will you answer it? I want the Ranger Council's Hall in Numinas to get more free upkeep as well. So we don't have the way to get more free upkeep with the lumber camp.
Yes, my lord.
Aragon, keep coming in. Keep these scouts here. They'll be useful when we go take Dead Man's Dyke. If Arnor don't go for it first, I still see nothing. The new spy will soon. And someone will be a welcome help to find out the truth. For now, though, Gormadok thinks we are weak. He must have had a spy somewhere in the Numinas when we took it and saw the gravely wounded. But that's been many years now.
Yes, my lord.
We are ready. And now, in the ceremony as I normally do, every 5... Well, seeing we've reached 30 turns, and we're 5 parts into the game, I think it only fair that we find out how the world is doing. Because, I mean, Dol Amroth is doing well, and Dorwinion is doing well. Two factions that normally do very, very little. So what has Dol Amroth done? They've taken Baradhan, Tirthoros, and Harthanur. So they're completely defending Gondor's southern border. Now, this is the kind of Dol Amroth I play as, which completely protects the south. So Gondor can focus on Mordor and nothing else. And Edward normally does nothing. Dunland has crossed far, but it's still a lot of rebel regions over here. Linden hasn't moved into the fold yet, and neither has the dwarves. The dwarves have taken Perth and Lun, but the elves have done nothing. And in fact, it seems they may be very weak in this position. They don't have much. They may have faced a few battles and lost, it would seem. Or they've just done nothing. Rohan and Isengard, the endless struggle. Folberg is currently under Isengard control, but Rohan has a giant army with Captain Fulgrim. Will it be enough? We'll have to find out. Mordor currently has hold over eastern Osgiliath and has taken Heneth Nun. The whole lands before Caer Andros and the Bridge of Osgiliath belongs to Mordor. And Dol Guldur has already stretched its paw, its tendrils, its web far into the north, taking Bur Alj, Eren Hruinen, but Enethauer belongs to the Wood Elves, and Roscabel still remains in the hands of Anduin. But it seems the elves may be getting a bit more than they can chew against Captain Muslug. Rune has not yet taken these 3 rebel regions, and neither has Dorwinion. That will soon change. What Dorwinion needs now is to not stretch so thin, and needs the aid of the dwarves. But the dwarves are doing as good as I was. They've taken a Nozanar. Looks like the Witherboard defense is a bit weak, and is slightly weakened. Dainshalls and Rakibert, well, it seems it's like Gundabad's having a pretty terrible time. And Anduin being as stretched as it normally is. Oh, someone's taken Irui. That's a bold move, dwarves. Not what I'm against, of course. This region is mainly meant to be taken for you. And then things I'm not going to look at in further detail. So the few rebel regions between Angmar and the dwarves, it might be even before the barracks, after the barracks event, about turn 80, that they finally meet in combat. And it's at that time that I'm going to have to, the time before that, I'm going to need to move out. I know what you guys saw. I know what you saw. I know I saw it too. A red cloaked figure. A mask covering his face, except for his mouth. But it's not the mouth of Sauron. No, no, no. We all know his name. We've killed him how many times now already? Twice. We've battled with him many times already. We already have faced with him in the past. We've also played with him in the past. But what will his role play in the future? Only time will tell. The Brelanders are already in our debt, as you can see as well, with a full stack army preparing to move out south. The Brelanders are going to war. And the Dunlendings ran from Koloniak, unable to claim it.
Your orders, my lord.
But now Aragorn's army is gravely wounded. You've suffered many casualties in this war already. And it has only just begun. Because as I mentioned in the very beginning, the main purpose of this campaign is to take out the 3 other Númenórean factions. Gondor, Dol Amroth, and then in the end, the Ardenheim claim all armies of the Men of the West as one under my banner, and then bring down Mordor once and for all. Even if it means finding the One Ring to cast Sauron out of this world once and for all, and risk copyright, I will do it. I will do it. Nothing will stop me now. Well then, I think we might as well carry on a little bit longer. I mean, where's the fun in ending it here? That'll be the normal thing to do if you were going to end it climactically. Ah, but not me. I prefer to let it end slowing down a bit. I just hit my mic stand. And Dale's come to say hello to us, to parley, it would seem. Very well.
Elated you sought another proposition for us then? Well, that seemed fruitful.
No.
Farewell.
I do not wish to seek an alliance with Dale. Not yet. It would not be worthy of such I would not be worthy of such a task yet. We must wait a little longer before we can strike. Well, not strike at Dale. No, no, no. We're not going to kill Dale. Dale's likely to be the one of the only factions that dies before we get to Rune. Dorwinion might survive, but I feel Rune, they might get stung a bit harder if Dorwinion actually holds on a little longer. The Lord Master of Imladris is dead. And just like that, everything has changed. I sent Imladris in to die.
Yes, my lord.
I sent in Elrond to die. I took Bruinos so that I could be protected. And yet I didn't think. I knew that something like this would happen. It is sad that Elrond has died so early, but it's rather he dies an honourable death than than stay within his walls and die of old age. It's what he would have wanted. There is no better honour than a glorious death. Meluiven knew this. But now, I'm not the one to sit idly by and let my own die.
With honour, we shall continue tomorrow. Yes, my lord. Orders.
On turn 32, we move out to retake Bruinost. And this time, we will do more than cut off than flail the skin of the goblins. We'll cut off the head. Once and for all. But until next time, I do hope you have all enjoyed. And ta-ta for now.